discuss about regression. So after correlation there is a regression. Regression is also a relationship between two or more than two variables. So what is the difference between correlation and regression? Correlation only gives the degree of a relationship. What is the degree means, what is the extent, what is the means of closeness between two variables. But regression gives the average relationship. What is the relationship between two variables, two or more than two variables. So if formally we define the regression, regression is what? Regression is an average relationship between two or more variables. So now we try to analyze the regression. So first thing we write the regression. Regression is what? If we try to define, this one is the average relationship between among the variables, among the dependent and among the dependent and independent variable. Independent variables. So as average relationship among the dependent and independent variables. So here there are two type of variable, means a dependent variable and independent variable. So independent variable is also known as a regression, means independent variable is also known as a what? Also known as a regression. And also known as a what? Predictor. Regression variable or predictor variable. Predictor variable. And dependent variable is also known as what? Dependent variable is also known as what? Regressed variable or regressed variable or predicted variable. So average relationship among either we say regressed and regressor variables, or we say predictor and predicted variables, or we say dependent and independent variables. This one is called what? Regression. Here this one is a very important term here, average relationship. So here I am not going to find, means we are not finding the exact relationship. Here we find the average relationship. So how we find the average relationship? There are different methods to find out average relationship, but here we find by the method of a least square. By the principle of a least square we find the average relationship. So how we find the average relationship? Here if we categorize the regression before means of finding the exact relationship, we try to categorize the regression can be categorized as linear regression and non-linear regression. Linear regression and non-linear regression. Linear regression and non-linear regression. Non-linear regression. Non-linear regression. So linear regression and non-linear regression. And linear regression is again categorized as a regression line y on x and regression line x on y. And non-linear regression is maybe the curvilinear may be the exponential curve, and non-linear regression is also sometimes known as a curvilinear regression. Maybe this one is a non-linear, maybe this one is exponential curve. Non-linear in terms of means a polynomial of a degree 2, polynomial of degree 3, polynomial of degree 4, and similarly there is a exponential curve or power curve, whatever the curve except linear regression is under the category of a non-linear regression. Also there is a one term multiple regression if more than one independent variables. If there is a one independent variable and one dependent variable, then there is a concept of a linear and non-linear regression, and there is a multiple regression. Multiple regression is more than one independent variable, then there is a multiple regression. So how we study the regression? Which type of a regression, either linear regression or non-linear regression? Basically we here focus in this lecture means linear regression and non-linear regression. I am not going to discuss about the multiple regression. So with the help of a scatter diagram, with the help of a scatter diagram, we may decide what is the type of a regression. Either this one is a linear regression or non-linear regression. So if what is a scatter diagram? A scatter diagram is a point diagram. Point diagram means if there is a bivariate distribution, means xi and yi, and I ranges from what? I ranges from 1 to n. This means how many number of data? We have n data, x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3 up to xn, y1. So if you plot the data here, xy, if the data is look like this one, 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 then we say that there is a linear regression. If data is look like this one, other than regression linear, means x and y, if data is look like this one, data is look like this one, these are the points. These are the points. If a scatter diagram look like this one, then this one is called what? This one is called linear regression. This one is the origin, this one is the origin, this one is what? Linear regression. Linear regression. Linear regression, and this one is a what? Non-linear regression. Non-linear regression. Non-linear regression. So what is our aim? Our aim is to find out the average relationship. So suppose this one is the average relationship. So what is our aim? Our aim is to find out this straight line or this curve here, average curve, this curve. Our aim is to find out this one, this curve or this curve. This curve means equation of a straight line. This means a polynomial of a degree 1, polynomial of a degree 2, polynomial of a degree 3, or polynomial of degree n, or exponential curve or power curve, whatever the nature of a curve. So here, what we are going to do here, we are going to find out this line. So what do you think about how many number of a possible line between this point and this point? There is an infinite number of lines. Infinite number of lines. Means one line here, another line here, and between two lines, how many number of lines are possible? Infinite number of lines are possible. So what is our aim? Our aim is to find out a best fitted straight line. What is the meaning of a best fitted straight line? Means the distance means error from the point which does not lie on a straight line. The distance from this point is minimum. So what is our aim? Our aim is to find out such straight line from which all other point which is not lie on a straight line, the distance means error, in terms of error, error is minimum. This one is our A. Now we try to find out a straight line. Means a regression line. There are two types of a regression line. Regression line y on x and regression line x on y. So now we are going to discuss about a linear regression. Linear regression are two types. Regression line y on x and regression line x on y. Later on we discuss about why there are two regression lines. So linear regression. Here first we discuss about a linear regression. Linear regression. Linear regression. Linear regression again categorized into two parts. First one is about regression line y on x. First one, regression line y on x. Y on x. What is the meaning of this one? We try to predict the value of a y for given value of a x. Means what is our aim? Our aim is to find out the value of a y for given value of a x. Then x is treated as a independent variable and y is treated as a dependent variable. So this one is called what? Regressor, and this one is called regressed. This one is called predictor and this one is called predicted. So now we try to find out a regression line y on x. So here again, using the principle of a least square, we try to find out a regression line y on x. Now here, suppose what is the regression line? Let y equal a plus bx. Y equal a plus bx, this one is a straight line. This one is a best fitted straight line. Best fitted straight line, then means we try to find out such value for a and b which minimize our error. So previous lecture we discussed about this one, how we find by the method of a principle of a least square, how we find the values of a and b. First we write a normal equation. So by the method of least square, by the method of a least square, before means writing a method of a least square, here first we write a more simplified form of this straight line. It be multiplied by 1 upon n, and here write summation of a yi equal what? 1 upon n summation of a plus b 1 upon n b summation of a xi. Means we take the summation and multiply it by 1 by n. So if we closely observe, this one is a summation of a yi divided by n. What is the value for this one? This one is a y bar, mean of a y. Summation of a means a added n times. Summation here I am writing this one is a I equal 1 to n. I equal 1 to n. By default this one is I equal 1 to n. Summation. So if we add any constant n time, then this become what? Na divided by n, then this become what? A. Na divided by n, this become a. Plus b with the constant, summation of a xi divided by n, this one become again x bar. So y bar equal a plus bx bar. So if this one is equation number 1, this one is equation number 2, then if you find the difference of these two equations, then this become what? Y minus y bar, a and a cancel out, then this become b x minus x bar. So rather than here, we assume that this one is a regression line y on x, because there is a need of to find out the two variables, but here only there is a need to find out a value of b. So for sake of simplicity, we assume that this one is a regression line y on x. This one is a regression line y on x. Now what is our aim? Our aim is to find out the value of b. Now how we find the value of b? We find the value of b with the help of a principle of a least square. So by principle of a least square, if we write here, not here, if we write here, by the principle of a least square, by principle of least square, principle of least square, by principle of a least square, the normal equation of one of this straight line. As in a previous lecture we discussed how we write a normal equation, b multiplied by the summation of a yi and the coefficient of a, then we find a first normal equation, take the summation and multiply it by the coefficient of a b, then we find a second normal equation. So what is the first one? Summation of a yi equal na plus b summation of a xi. This one is the first normal equation. And what is the second normal equation? Multiplied by the x. After taking the summation multiplied by the x, then we find the second normal equation. Summation of a xi yi equal a summation of a xi plus b summation of a xi square. So what is the regression line y on x? Y minus y bar equal b, x minus x bar. So what is our aim? Our aim is to find out the value of a b. So we equate the coefficient of a. So how we equate the coefficient of a? By multiplying here by the summation of a xi, and here we multiplied by the n. So multiplying here we write what? This one is equation number 3 and this one is equation number 4. So multiplying by summation of a xi in third and by n in fourth. Then what will happen? Then be able to find out what? This one is what? Summation of a xi, summation of a yi, means the third equation becomes, after multiplying the summation of xi, this becomes na summation of a xi plus b summation of a xi whole square. Similarly, second one become n summation of a xi yi equal what? Equal na summation of a xi plus nb summation of a xi square. So after simplifying this one, means if we find a subtraction of this one cancel out, then what is the value? Value for b become what? The value after simplifying this one, b equal what? B equal here, b become n summation of if we write here, b equal what? N summation of xi yi minus summation of xi summation of yi divided by what? N summation of xi square minus summation of xi whole square. Summation of xi whole square. This one is the value for b. So this one is the value for b, and here in case of a regression line y on x, we denoted the b by the regression coefficient y on x, and to differentiate this one from the regression line x on y, we denote this one byx and byx, and in a regression line x on y we denoted the bxy. So what is the value for byx? Now this b, this one is a b, this one is called what? Regression coefficient. Here we denote this one by the what? So byx equal what? Byx equal n summation of xi yi minus summation of xi summation of yi divided by what? divided by n summation of xi square minus summation of xi whole square. So this one is a Vyx. So here rather than b, we write what? We write here we write y minus y bar equal what? Byx x minus x bar. So this one is a regression line y on x. Now if we try to analyze this one, so what is the value of a Byx? Byx equal what? This one is a covariance of x and y. Numerator be the covariance of x and y, as we discussed in a previous lecture. Covariance of x and y. And this one is a what? This one is a sigma x square. Sigma x square. So Byx equal covariance of xy divided by sigma x square. And if we try to find out regression coefficient, this one is a regression coefficient y on x, and this one is denoted by what? This one is a Byx is written as regression coefficient y on x. This was a regression coefficient y on x. And how we define the correlation coefficient in a previous lecture? We define the R equal what? Covariance of x and y. And this one is what? Sigma x and sigma y. Covariance of x, y and sigma x, sigma y. Now what is the relation between this one is a what? This one is a correlation coefficient. This one is a correlation coefficient. So if you closely observe, what is the value of a covariance of x and y? Covariance of x and y is a Byx sigma x square, or covariance of xy equal what? R sigma x sigma y. So this one is equation number 4, this one is equation number 5, and this one is equation number 6. So from equation 6, what is the value of a covariance of x and y? Covariance of x and y become what? R sigma x sigma y. Putting this value in equation 5, putting the value of covariance of x and y in equation 5. Then what will happen? Byx become what? R sigma x sigma y divided by sigma x square, and this one become what? R sigma y divided by what? Sigma x. This one is a what? This one is a basically relation between regression coefficient y on x and correlation coefficient. So either we write the regression coefficient in this form, means a Byx equal this one, or we write Byx equal R sigma y upon sigma x. So what is the standard form of a regression line y on x? If we put Byx equal what? R sigma y upon sigma x. So what is the regression line y on x? If we put the value of a Byx here, B or Byx x equal what? R sigma y upon sigma x. So what is the regression line y on x? Now here if we write regression line y on x, then this become what? This become regression line y on x become y minus y bar equal Byx x minus x bar. So here Byx is a what? Byx is a summation and summation xi yi minus summation of a xi y divided by n summation of a xi square minus summation of a xi whole square, or we put Byx equal what? Byx equal R sigma y upon sigma x. So if we put the Byx, the value of Byx in this form, then what is the regression line y minus y bar equal r sigma y upon sigma x, x minus x bar. This one is a regression line y on x. So this one is a regression line y on x. This one is a regression line y on x. So there is a need to remember this formula and this formula also. This formula. These two formulae. To solve any numerical problem, y minus y bar equal byx, x minus x bar. From the given data, we find the value of a byx with the help of this expression, and x bar and y bar from the given data, and after putting the values of a byx, x bar and y bar, we find the regression line y on x. If the data is given in this form, r, sigma y and sigma x is given, then we find the y bar and x bar, putting the values here, then we find the same regression line as we find with the help of this expression. So either with the help of this one or with the help of this one, or the information that with us means what is the data, which type of data available with us, accordingly we use this formula or this formula. So this one is a regression line y on x. In a similar manner, there is a regression line x on y. So now we derive the regression line x on y, then we discuss about y. There is a two regression line, y on x and x on y. So in a similar manner, if we talk about regression line x on y, like a regression line y on x, there is a regression line x on y. The regression line x on y, x on y. Here x is a what? X is a dependent variable and y is a independent variable. Here y is a dependent variable and x is a independent variable. This one is what? This variable is a dependent variable. Dependent. Or this one is a predicted. And this one is what? This one is a independent variable. Independent variable are predicted. And in case of a regression line y on x, y is a dependent variable. But in a regression line x on y, x is a dependent variable and y is a independent variable. Now here let x equal c plus dy. This was a regression line x on y. As usual, as we do now means for regression line y on x, in a similar manner, all the procedure we do for the regression line x on y means we find a 1 upon n summation. We take a summation and multiply it by the 1, then 1 upon n x equal 1 upon n summation of a c plus d 1 upon n summation of a y. Then this become what? X bar equal c plus dy bar. And if you find the difference of these two, then what is the regression line? X minus x bar equal d y minus y bar. This one is a regression line y on x. Sorry, not a y on x, x on y. Now what is our aim? Our aim is to find out the value of a d. How we find the value of a d? Again, with the help of a method of a principle of a least square. So now we find the value of a d. Now we find d by method of least square. So then again we write what? We write normal equation. What are the normal equation? Summation of xi equal nc plus d summation of yi, and similarly second normal equation become what? Summation of xi yi, summation of xi yi to be right here, summation of xi yi equal what? Equal C summation of xi, not a summation of xi, sorry. Here we multiply by what? Here we multiplied by the y, summation of a yi. Summation of a yi plus d summation of a yi, summation of a yi square. Summation of a yi square, because we multiplied by the summation of a yi. So summation of a yi square, this one is it. So after solving this one, as we solve for the regression line y on x, we find the value of a d. What is the value of a d? Here we directly write the value of a d. Here I am not going to derive the value of a d as in a previous as earlier we derived the value of a b. In a similar manner we derived the value of a c. Sorry, not c, d. Now what is the value of a d? D becomes here n summation of xi yi minus summation of xi summation of yi divided by n summation of yi square minus summation of yi whole square. So here this one is a regression line x on y and this one is a regression line y on x. Here we assume that this one is a regression coefficient byx. So to make a similarity in a regression line y on x and regression line x on y, we denote this regression coefficient by the bxy. So here we are, this one is a what? bxy. So d can be also denoted by what? D can be denoted by bxy. This one is a regression coefficient. Now what is the regression line? Regression line becomes x minus x bar equal bxy y minus y bar. This one is the value of bxy. Now in terms of a correlation coefficient, what is the regression coefficient? What is the value of a bxy in terms of a correlation coefficient? So as we know that, what is the value of a bxy? Now bxy equal, this one is the value of what? Covariance of x and y. Covariance of x and y. And this one is the value of what? Sigma y square, variance of a y square. And we know that what is the value of r? R equal covariance of x and y divided by what? Sigma x into sigma y. From here, if we put the value of a covariance of x and y, what is the value of a covariance of x and y? Covariance of x and y become r into sigma x, sigma y. Now we put the value of a covariance of x and y from here. Vxy become what? Covariance of x and y become r sigma x, sigma y divided by sigma y square. Now this one cancel out. Now what is the value for this one? R sigma x, sigma y. So this one is the value of a bxy, means a regression coefficient x on y. So if we put here, then what is the regression line? Regression line become x minus x bar equal r sigma x upon sigma y, y minus y bar. So this one is a what? This one is a regression line x on y. This one is a regression line x on y. This one is a, and this one is also a regression line x on y. This one is a, this one is also a regression line x on y. So this one is a regression line x on y in a form of a bxy. If we write a bxy in terms of a correlation coefficient, then this one is a regression line x on y, and this one is a regression line y on x. So now there is one very interesting things why we find a regression line y on x and regression line x on y. Because what is our aim? Our aim is to find out the value for dependent variable for given value of a independent variable. Means we try to, with the help of a regression line x on y, we find the value for x for given value of a y. And from the regression line y on x for given value of x, we try to find out the value of a y. Once we erase out this one, then we try to analyze y here not we here, we try to here analyze the why there is a two regression line. This one is a regression line y on x, and here we write it. Here we write what? Regression line x on y. These are the regression line, regression line x on y. If we write this way. Now, this one is very interesting. Why we find a regression line y on x and x on y? Why we find a two regression line? So, if you closely observe, suppose this one is a data, this one is a data. These are the data and scatter diagram. This one is a scatter diagram. This one is a scatter diagram, and this one is a what? This one is an average line. Average line. Now here, suppose there is a one point x1 y1. x1 y1 does not lie on a straight line, and one another point. If we here we write a what? x2 y2 does not lie on a straight line. Does not lie on a straight line. Means this point and this point does not lie on a straight line. Now, so what is our aim here? To find out the value for y for given value for x. Means x is a given, y is need to find out. Y is a dependent and x is a independent. X is a given to find out the value for y. So here, if we find a regression line y on x, then this one is a dependent variable. This one is a x is a given. X is a given. Y is need to find out. There is a need to find out the value for y for given value for x. X is a given. So here, in a method of a principle of a least square, we minimize the error with the straight line. Suppose this one is a y equal a plus bx. Y equal a plus bx. So here, we find the error. There are two ways to find out the error. First one, this one. First one is this one. Difference of this one. Difference of these two. Difference of these two. Difference of these two. And second one, difference can be measured. This one is a difference parallel to y-axis. This one is a y-axis. This one is a y-axis and this one is a x-axis. So, in a y on x, x is a given. So, there is no need to minimize the error corresponding to x-axis. Only need to minimize the error corresponding to the y, because there is a need to find out the value of a y, not value of a x. X is already given. If x is already given, then to find out the value of a y, we minimize the error parallel to y-axis. Parallel to y-axis. And if we measure the error parallel to x-axis, then this one is the error. This one is the difference. This one is the difference. This one is a difference corresponding to y, and this one is a difference corresponding to x. Sorry, here we write a y. dy. This one is a difference parallel to y-axis, and this one is a difference parallel to x-axis. So, in a regression line x on y, we minimize the error parallel to x-axis because there is a need to find out the value for x for given value for y. In a regression line y on x, there is a need to minimize the error corresponding to the y-axis. Corresponding to the y-axis means we try to minimize this error, perpendicular error, this error for all the data which is not lie on here. But in case of a regression line x on y, we minimize the error parallel to x-axis. We minimize this error. We minimize this error. This one is an error. This one is an error which is not lie on a straight line. So, what is the summary for this one? In a regression line y on x, we minimize the error parallel to y-axis to find out the value for y for given value for x. In a regression line x on y, we minimize the error parallel to x-axis for given value for y. That's why there is a two regression line. If we minimize this error this error parallel to y-axis, then we find a different value of a and b. We minimize the error parallel to x-axis, because this dy does not equal to dx. It's not necessary. dy equal dx, dy1 equal dx1, dy2 equal to dx2. So if we minimize the error corresponding to y, means a dy1, dy2, dy3 up to dyn, dx1, dx2 up to dxn. So the sum of a error corresponding to y is a different, and sum of a error corresponding to x is a different. So we find a different value of a and b, c and d. Due to this reason, there is a two different concepts. Means in a first concept, we minimize the error parallel to y-axis to find out the value for y. In a x on y, we minimize the error corresponding to x-axis to find out the value of x. This one is why there is a two regression line. Now, we try to find out properties of a regression coefficient, and